What is it?
Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Hollywood, California.
Yo, what time is it?
You're listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one.
He's an asshole.
So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
Hey, what's up, Bassholes? Welcome to the Basshole Show. I'm Doug Bass, your host. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show and Spotify. Subscribe there. The YouTube channel is where you can get your full fix of the whole video experience. We got a great show today. Comedian Liz Zagone is our guest, and Rob DaRocha is here in the studio, and we're going to get into it. Hey, guys, how are you?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
sorry, you're the guest.
Yes, ladies first.
Ladies first. I'm sorry.
Come on,
Go ahead.
man.
I'm great. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Hey, thanks for being here, Liz.
So is everything working right now? Because I don't see us up there.
Everything is working right now. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, yeah. That's not working. But
Everything is working top notch.
I was
except
just
for that.
well, I got excited because we had a little technical difficulty before we started, and then that's not working right now. I can get that to work, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. Usually, you can see yourself on the monitor. That's what we're talking about, but I don't want to fuck with it because we're fucking around before.
So we don't know what we look like right now.
You know what you look like.
Oh, man.
I have an idea. You know what you look like, and you're probably not too happy with it.
I'm probably not happy the way I look. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Is it the track jacket?
No, I love the track
okay.
jacket. Los Angeles. What do we represent? Come on.
Man. Well, Liz Zagone, comedian. You are from Chicago, right?
Yes,
originally?
I am.
Very cool. What part of Chicago? I've been there like 2 or 3 times. I think 3 times, I think.
Wow. Okay, so I grew up in the northwest suburbs, Mount Prospect, and then I lived in the city for like, 10, 11, 12 years.
10, 11, or 12.
I forget how
You don't
old
even
I
know how long. So you have no idea how
Everyone
long
forgets
you
their age in LA, so it's okay.
I know. I think I'm like LA 26. I
live. LA
forget.
26?
LA 20,
Yeah.
you could pass for 26. Why
Thank you
not?
so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're 26. That's
Yeah.
great. That's awesome. All right, so you lived there for a number of years that you don't recall.
Yeah.
And then
Were you drunk most of those years? Is that why you don't recall?
I was. Yeah, I've worked in
so-
bars since I was like 19. so-
Oh, really? 19?
Wow.
You can work at a bar at 19?
no, you can't. But I got.
Oh, okay.
I walked
But
into
So
a
you
bar.
lied about your age then, too.
No. I walked into a bar and I was like, I'm looking for a server job. And they were like, we're not going to hire you, but our sister bar in Wrigleyville, which is where the Cubs play, they're like,
Right.
they'll hire you. They won't ask you for an ID or anything. We didn't get paid hourly. It was literally just tips and so illegal. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm glad you reported them.
Well, they're not around anymore.
She needed a job. She's not going to report him.
No, I'm kidding. She's reporting them now on the show, but not. Oh, there we are. Oh, hi,
yeah,
it
no,
works.
see,
Yeah.
I fixed it. I know.
Oh,
it was-
thank God.
I know, right? I mean, we're so vain.
And I am
right? Where everyone
disappointed.
wants to- you are. See? There you go. Look again. No, take it in. All right. So you lived in Chicago you started stand up there. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you do the Laugh Factory and Zanies are like the big clubs there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did Zanies once there. That's
Zanies is so fun. Did
It's
you
a
do
fun club.
Rosemont or
I did
Old Town?
both. I did both.
Nice.
Yeah, the Rosemont one is like kind of in a mall or something, or like
Yes.
it's outside of the city.
So that's like kind of where I grew up, like near O'Hare Airport.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Rosemont. Mount Prospect's like right over there, like
Right.
15 minutes away.
Yeah.
I like Zanies Old Town is like my favorite club.
Old Town is cool. Yeah.
It's just
I
like
mean,
low and dark and like
yeah, and the Second City is right next door, pretty much to that. And then the what's the bar that's right there that everyone goes to? The old
Old Town Ale House.
Old Town Ale House. It's like a legendary classic bar, right? Yeah, that place is awesome. I went in there a couple times. I mean, that's a place where there's some probably crazy ass stories, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you're also a bartender.
I am.
So you've been bartending since 2019, whatever you said. Yeah,
19 years
19.
old.
19.
Yeah,
I was
not
listening.
2019.
2019. Not
I was
2019.
bartending in
19 years old.
2019,
19
but-
years old. Yeah. So I bartend as well.
Nice.
But I'm not new at it, but like I did it like a long time ago, and then I recently got back into it. And
Came out of
I
retirement.
came out of retirement. Yeah.
Was there a towel on the bar
They
and you
hung
got
your
to bring it
towel.
down?
Yeah.
You got to
You
bring
know,
it down.
Yeah, it was like, no, but like I when I got back into it, like I forgot what I was doing for a while, and then like I had to like relearn a lot of things. You know? Just like regular drinks or like crazy ass drinks that no one asks for usually. Like and like I've noticed like your TikTok, your Instagram, like you have a lot of funny bartending shorts and videos and TikToks and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I mean, you do a lot of stand up about bar material in your act.
So I don't do a lot of bar related stuff in my regular stand up,
Yeah.
but honestly, like I was like posting clips of me doing stand up and they were not getting anything. And so the thing that that popped off on Instagram, TikTok, I was like standing at the bar working like a slow Sunday shift and I put a bar spoon underneath my butt cheek.
Right, I saw that one.
Yeah, and then I
funny.
take it out from underneath my butt cheek and like stir a drink and then like that's it. And it got like 6 million views and I'm like,
That's
man,
crazy.
nobody wants to hear my fucking comedy. But I put my ass in a video and like that's
Right,
what
right.
so I'm
That's
not,
it, man.
Right.
Sex sells.
so anything with my butt or with bartend. Now I've like, gathered this community, this audience of bartenders.
Yeah, you have an audience of bartenders or servers or like people that just go to a restaurant. Obviously, everyone goes to a restaurant.
Yeah, so now
it's
I lean into it.
Yeah, and it's smart because it's something a lot of people can relate to. A lot of people have either worked in a restaurant or bartended or they go to restaurants. So like they deal with the bartender, the server, whatever. Like that's like such a niche that everyone can relate to. That like these videos, I feel like you're just getting like millions and thousands of views off these things, which is great for you. And then you use that for your comedy. To promote.
Yeah.
Are you wearing shorts when you do this video with the like
No, I'm wearing tight jeans.
She has jeans
tight
on.
jeans and you just put the spoon?
Yeah.
I
Do
have
you just
a
tap your butt with it?
no. I hold it. My jeans are my work jeans. One pair of my work jeans are so tight that because I am not. I know I said I'm 26, but the young girls, the Gen Z with these baggy jeans. I'm like, what?
Is that what they're wearing now?
These young girls wear baggy
jeans?
jeans, and I could never.
No.
This is a loose jean for me. I don't know if
A
I
loose
can.
jean because it's got a hole in it.
If you can see.
Yeah,
this-
there you
very
go.
loose.
Yeah.
It's tight everywhere else, but
Yeah.
it's loose on
Was
my
that
ankle.
a homeless person? Like where did you get that?
Did you
Is
make?
that a Goodwill for like $2? Like
No, actually, Instagram sold me them. Instagram was like, "Hey,
Wait, what?
we think you'd like
Oh,
these
really?
jeans," and I was like, "Fuck, you're right."
They came with the hole in them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Two
yeah,
holes.
and they're like torn on the bottom like a dog ripped them off.
I have. Well, actually, yeah. I have jeans with the holes in them too. And
You do?
yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you didn't see? Look.
Oh
Yeah, but
yeah.
his are like patched on.
Yeah, mine are patched on. Yeah, exactly. Mine make no sense. Mine make no sense because it's like, hey, it's ripped, and then there's like another layer of jean underneath the hole. Like I'm wearing another pair of pants.
Jean under jean.
I don't know. These are fucking old. These are
Where
like
did
my.
you get those?
I don't know. Probably like Old Navy or some shit. I don't
It
know.
wasn't on Instagram. Someone
No, I
said
did not buy them on Instagram. No.
Well, I got, you know what? I fucking hate social media, but the algorithm, it's like, hey, fit girls with fat asses, do jeans not fit you? And I'm like, yeah, jeans don't usually fit me. And they're like, how about these? And then I tried them on today.
That's really
Yeah.
specific.
It's all I get.
That's all I get.
I haven't bought clothes off Instagram yet. I haven't done that.
I don't usually. I don't. This was like a one-time thing. I actually
Yeah.
don't buy a lot of clothes in
Well,
general.
Right.
Welcome to the algorithm because you just said that and your
know.
phone heard
Yeah.
you, so now you're gonna get.
Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Jeans
some
But you know what?
fat ass
I got
jeans.
these today. I tried them on and I was like, oh my God, they fit perfectly. Instagram knows me so well.
Right. So that's where you do your shopping exclusively now on Instagram.
Maybe.
I've
Is it
never
a
shopped
brand
on
or is it Instagram brand? Instagram
no,
jeans?
it's like
Instagrammable
Risen
jeans.
jeans.
Risen. I've never
Maybe
even
they'll
heard of it.
sponsor me now.
Yeah, there you
Risen?
go. Risen. They're
All
gonna,
right.
They're going to sponsor.
It's Riz,
us all,
charisma
yeah.
jeans. Riz.
But this leaning into the restaurant and the bar stuff is
Yeah.
smart because like I have another friend who he started doing TikTok during pandemic and he did it as a server. Drew Talbert, I don't know if you know him, but he does that.
oh my
I
god.
think I know who
Oh
that
yeah.
He
dude.
does
I'm kidding,
bistro.
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, he's like yeah, he's got like some millions of followers now.
Really?
He does it as a career now. And he would play like all these different servers with like green screen
Yes,
and stuff
I
like
know.
that,
I've seen
characters
that,
and stuff.
yes,
he
I've
was on
seen
the
that.
show like during the pandemic. Anyway, so like yeah, leaning in like everyone relates to the being a server or going to the restaurant. So it's funny. It's funny when you like poke fun at it, especially like annoying customers. Like I've seen you like a couple of your bits doing that. Like that's pretty funny. Like the
Yeah.
people that ask like stupid ass questions.
Well, and it's like the little things, like when you're like, do you want to keep it open or close it up? And people are like, yeah.
Oh, it's the worst.
And it's such a little thing, but it's like, oh God, when people do it, you're like, that's not the answer. That's not an answer.
Right, but that takes
Yes
up
or no?
that takes up a lot of time. Too.
It is an answer. It's the wrong answer.
It's the wrong answer.
It's not a
'cause
specific
That's not
answer.
the question I asked.
it takes up so much time from like your workflow. I
Yeah,
would say,
like
you know,
things
like-
need to move quickly. Well, and I don't know if you know, I also run a show with Avery Brooks. He's a comedian also from Chicago. It's called Bitch and Purge.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And so it's a restaurant themed show. So
Oh,
we have
cool.
like bartender. It's from Chicago. Our friend John started it, John Ledley, but it's bartenders, servers. We've had one of my managers at the bar I work at now. He came and did it.
Really?
Told some really good stories.
Yeah,
it's more storytelling than
it's storytelling.
stand-up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great because I mean I love that. That's what this show obviously this wheelhouse is a little bit. The Basshole show. That's awesome. Yeah. So it's just like restaurant. So it's like he's not even a comedian like your manager, but he just came and did
Yeah,
storytelling.
he just like has some good. Has worked in the restaurant industry for 20 years or whatever, and like has good stories.
That's awesome. How often do you do the show?
It's monthly. So the next one is tomorrow. I don't know when this is going to come out, but
Probably
it's
next week. But
okay.
it's once a month.
It's the last Tuesday of the month at the Lyric Hyperion.
Oh, that's a cool theater. I like that theater. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right by my house. Best comedy.
The Lyric Hyperion.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's by Silver Lake.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Sorry. There's that lyric.
How long have you lived here?
No, what's the lyric right by my house? The best comedy club near me or whatever. That's up.
yeah.
In,
Oh, I hate the name of that one. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
did a
that
show there
is the
last
best
week.
comedy club near me. Yeah.
Is it?
Well, I mean,
No,
the
improv.
improv is actually.
So you're lying.
No, that was near me. That was nearer. That one is
gotta-
You're
nearer.
a fucking liar.
You got to figure out the mileage and see which one is actually closer.
Oh, I know which one's closer. It's the one that's near me.
All right. Well, it's not that theater where Liz's show
Okay.
is. It's the Lyric Hyperion. All right. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I like that. I like that idea. It's pretty cool. You having been from Chicago, how long have you lived in LA now?
like just over 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you loving it? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
I like it
Yeah.
with an asterisk
that's a
after
question.
it. Yeah.
Why? What don't you like about it?
Rob is a native LA.
Are you
Yeah,
really?
yeah. It's funny to me when I hear people that move from somewhere else here and they complain. There's like things like I think wherever you go, you're gonna have something to complain about.
I
like
think
the
it's just
dating
different
pool.
what you're used to.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
Because like in Chicago, it's like everyone drinks more. It's easier to get around. I like would go out a bunch. I haven't. So I just started dating a guy, but I didn't date for like 2 years.
Right.
But I was like, I don't know how anyone meets anyone in this city.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's so
Yeah,
bad.
it's really bad.
But it wasn't like good in Chicago either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's
It's
funny.
not easier to meet people in Chicago though. At least at like a
Well,
bar.
it's like people go
or-
out. You know what? It's just like people in Chicago are like real. Like they go
Yeah.
about their days and like do real people things. And in LA, it's like everybody's trying to be fucking famous, you know?
Right.
So it's
yeah.
like,
I mean, I feel like when I was in Chicago, like I went alone the first time, and like I just went to some random bar, and I met a bunch of people, and we hung out all night, and then like kept in touch a little bit. But like it was easier to just walk into a bar,
Yeah.
and kind of like meet someone, or like
Yeah.
even if I didn't know anyone there, you know what I mean? Here, I'm like, if I go to a bar, I'm probably gonna sit alone for like most of the night, unless I go to a
Yeah.
specific bar or something like that.
Just
you know?
think it depends on you if you're friendly or
I'm a
what.
loser.
You know,
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't know.
friendly.
yeah, I'm not friendly
No,
either.
I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly. And I have a hard time too. But
like, I don't want anyone to ever to talk to me ever.
Really? do you just avoid
Great
people?
thing you're on a podcast right now talking to you.
Well, this is an instance where I like talking to people,
Yeah.
and I want people to like me when I'm on stage.
Right.
Like my favorite thing about comedy is like finding that connection with people and being like, oh, if we can all laugh about this thing, how beautiful that we have this connection as human beings.
Yeah.
But when I'm behind the bar, I'm like, don't fucking look me in the eye.
Are you like a rude bartender? Because that's kind of like what I go after a little bit,
It's
unless
like-
I know
well,
you already or whatever.
I try not to be,
Yeah.
but it's like one little thing will push me over the edge. And so
Yeah.
for the most part, my coworkers
It's-
let me work the service well.
Oh, the service bar. Yeah, okay. That's kind of fun, or like because you're in your own like.
I
world,
love it.
right?
It's
Yeah, yeah.
nonstop.
You don't have
It's
to deal with
busy.
the
You don't have
customers.
to. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no
But
talking.
you make a shitload of drinks.
Yeah,
You just like
it's,
nonstop.
You're
right?
literally nonstop.
Yeah, yeah. I bartended at like a classier place, which was more like craft cocktail-y kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like fun to just like learn like, how to do that or how to make these specific cocktails and stuff. And then, but you're dealing with that clientele and like
Mm-hmm.
the presentation and like, oh, here, light this on fire and put the chocolate powder dust on it and all that shit. And it's $25,
Yeah.
And now I bartend at the Improv, which is like, divey, whatever. It's like, what do you want? Here's a fucking shitty margarita, but it's like it's easier. I don't know. It's like no nonsense. You can be a little bit more gruff with like the customers and not have to like kiss ass and shit like that. And
Yeah.
I kind of like that a little bit.
I prefer
more,
that. I've worked in clubs
Clubs are insane. Yeah.
One place I worked in Chicago, it was a day brunch club. So we would work. I'd work a double on Saturdays, and I would get there at 9 a.m. We opened at 10. We'd have bottomless mimosas till 2, and it was like a fucking free for all, 3 to 6.
It's a shit show.
It was a shit show. We would all leave. We'd like clean up, put in the tips from the morning, leave for an hour and a half, eat, rip a couple more shots. Also, we were drinking on the job.
Yeah, always.
Come back. We'd open the upstairs at like 8:39. Work till 3 a.m. I was making over $1,000 every Saturday, but I was like such a fucking miserable bitch. I was like, I quit because I was like, it's not worth my sanity. I will kill someone.
It's a lot, especially when you work like the long hours, or if it's like a late night, you get home at what 2, 3, you know, and then you don't go to bed till 5, 6 sometimes, and it's like it's just fucking it drains you.
I think it's your tolerance too of just dealing with stupidity, especially drunk people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked the door at a comedy club at the Ice House, and I remember like seating people or whatever, and like doing that, and like just like sit there, and then like I turn around, and then they'd sit somewhere else, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's the matter with
What
them?
are you
Like,
fucking
Yeah.
stupid?
yeah, exactly. Did I fucking tell you where to sit? Like, what's the matter with you?
But you can't do that. You can't.
Well,
I mean, you can a
I
little
would be
bit, but
annoyed.
yeah,
I would just, and then they would annoy me for my set later
Right.
on. I'm just like fucking, and people are looking at me as an employee instead of like
Right,
a comedian.
exactly. You
Yeah,
gotta have,
Oh, that
you
sucks,
gotta have
yeah.
an employee
Exactly.
hat on for during those times. It's
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're dealing with annoying drunk people at the bar, people stealing drinks and beers like Rob.
Oh,
does usually.
shut up! I took this guy made such a big deal about it, and
He
then he
stole
also made a
someone's beer.
clip of it, which
I
I
know.
found hilarious because barely any views because no one gives a shit. But he just wanted to put it up.
I was testing. Well, your show was that
Yeah.
night.
What
at the
happened?
Improv.
Explain
He
it.
stole a beer
I
from
didn't.
someone.
There
it
was
wasn't a big
I
deal.
didn't steal. It was a beer on accident. I
You
took
took
it.
it.
He took
I
it.
took
He
it
took
on
it. Yeah.
accident. It wasn't like I said, "Hey, fuck you, bud," and I grabbed the beer and I punched him. I even talked to him afterwards, and I was like, "Hey, like," he's like, "Yeah, it's fine. I'm on. Let me buy you a beer." I bought him a beer. Over.
Here's
But
the
this
que-
guy's
here's
making
the
a bigger
question.
deal than what it was.
Were you just taking it, like thinking, like maybe I can get away?
No, it was an honest mistake. I thought it was my beer. That's all. That's all that
with it.
happened.
Someone went out of their way to pour you a beer. For
And then the
free.
bartender got mad at me, and it was just like,
It was funny.
And it was like, what the fuck is your problem? It's not your fucking beer, and like, it's not like you paid for it. I'll
I
pay
know.
for it.
But
Like,
this is what the bartenders have to deal with. You know, this
Mm-hmm.
kind of guy over here.
what did I do? I took it on accident.
I'm joking. Come on.
This
Doesn't
weekend
matter.
I had these guys, they ordered like 2 vodka sodas from my coworker, and he like, goes to check them out, runs their card, whatever, puts it back. And then they just stood by the service well, and I was like, turn around, do something. And they're just grabbing,
Cherries.
munching off we have pineapple, we have
from
cherries, we
the,
have cucumbers for all of our, all the garnishes for our drinks.
gross.
And I like snapped on them, and I was like, hey. And I was like, it's not a fucking buffet. Get your fucking
Yeah.
hands
What
off
do they
my
think it is?
garnishes.
The pretzel bowl or something?
Wait. Come on. How'd you do it? No, not with the smile on your face.
No, I did it like this. Hey, stop grabbing that.
Oh, those
Honestly, that's how I
eyes.
did
Those
it.
eyes. Man.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, you don't
I.
want to mess with that bartender.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, what's funny is like I never get hit on at work. Everyone's like, Liz, you
Really?
probably
You
get hit
don't?
on.
'Cause you're
I
at- is it because
never
you're at
get
the
hit on
service-
at work.
the service bar,
I just
or is
put
it
off
just-
this energy that I'm just like, don't fucking touch
bother
me.
me. Yeah.
Talk
exactly.
to me, look at
Yeah,
me,
that's good.
anything.
Boy, I hope no one's touching you from behind the bar.
You would be surprised.
Oh,
Serious?
yeah. People,
Yeah.
people are awful with
People
that
are
shit.
awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do suck, and I agree because I work with like customers as well, and it's fucking horrible. But even when you work at a school, I've been a teacher. It's
People
like,
are touching you at
Are
school.
you
No,
touching the kids?
No, kids are fucking annoying sometimes too. You know, like you just get annoyed by them.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, shut the fuck. What's the problem now? Like,
Exactly.
but I think it's in any job. You know,
Any job sucks after a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, and I've tried to like get out of bartending multiple times. I became
But
a
the money's
doula for
so
a
good.
while.
Wait, a
You know
doula?
what? I was a doula.
You
for
were a
bit.
doula? I used
Yeah.
to go with a doula. That was
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
How did you like that? I mean, obviously, you
I
found
loved
something,
it,
yeah.
honestly. I just like I couldn't be a birth doula because I couldn't also do like comedy. I couldn't like book shows and then be like, "Ooh, someone's going into labor." Sorry.
I'm at a show right now.
Can you
Hey, I'm
wait
gonna
like
dip
an
out and
hour?
do a 5-minute
Yeah,
set.
can you
If
wait
you
an
can just
hour?
hold
Could
that
you
baby
give
in
your
there.
baby 30 minutes? 30 minutes.
I'm at the Ice House and you're in Santa Monica. Hold on an hour.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's hysterical.
Yeah, so I was a postpartum doula, and then
okay.
I moved to LA, and then
Right.
I was like, "Oh, I'll just get more doula work,"
Yeah.
and then I had to unfortunately go back to bartending.
Yeah,
I'm very grateful for my job. I love my coworkers. I have
Yeah.
a good job, but it's also like, and I don't know how much of it is like pre-COVID or like bartending in Chicago versus LA because
Yeah,
like
it's
we don't
different.
take cash anymore, so we're
Yeah.
we're cashless.
Yeah.
No one tips like they used to, and I'm like, in Chicago we would get like a couple like $100 tips, no problem.
Right.
Someone had a crush on a bartender.
Every now
like,
and then I get like some random ass like great tip that's like I'm like what like oh like,
yeah.
$100 off of 2 drinks. That's very nice. Like that doesn't happen maybe like once every 3 months or something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I feel like when in my Chicago bartending years, like I made so much more money than I do now, and like now even my coworkers, they're like, oh, okay. $2 on 2 cocktails, and I'm like, that's still a $40 tab. They only left us $2.
Yeah,
I am
that's
such
bad.
a big. I'm like 20% or nothing. Get the fuck out.
I agree. I mean, if you like, there's the people that are like, Rob does the Mr. Cheap.
Drinks are fucking no. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
You can't afford to tip a bartender.
No,
Don't go
I
out
tip
to a place
$1. It's a drink. If it's a fucking difficult drink, I understand tip more. But
Craft
if you're just handing me a fucking beer, I'm giving you $1. That's
if you're
it.
if I'm handing you a
Yeah.
beer, $1's fine.
If you get like a beer, like one drink, like beer,
You make me a
beer,
strong
vodka,
martini,
soda, whatever. Yeah,
and you give me a little sidecar of the rest of the shit that comes with it or whatever. Like that's like I tip you more. But if it's just a beer, I'm not gonna.
we are all craft cocktails.
yeah.
It is
Yeah.
espresso martini
Right.
after espresso martinis. It's like 4 espresso martinis, 1 with tequila.
Yeah, and then you got to do the separate.
3
bin.
of the
it's annoying.
It's like I'm spending significant time.
no, yeah, anything you have
making
to
these.
shake and like use your
Yeah,
energy.
but that's why I don't order stuff like that.
Rob, we were talking about this right before we got here. Rob drinks, he has a White Claw right now, but he also would drink twisted tea on the show. And then,
Yeah.
what the hell were you gonna buy? It was something in that little cardboard box. What the fuck was that?
Oh, that was like
I was like, these look like kids' drinks that you're drinking.
Oh,
but
it
like,
was
but
a
like it's alcohol.
juice box.
Juice box. That's a drink?
No, it wasn't a juice box.
I've seen what are the wines that come in like the coconut water boxes.
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
exactly. That's what it was.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
wine
I-
you were gonna get?
I used to date an alcoholic, and we would bring those to the movie theater. Yeah.
Yeah, I was married to an alcoholic, so there you go. Yeah.
Hey, it's a lot. It's less calories, more alcohol.
And recyclable.
Right,
So I
Yeah,
get it.
Oh, there
exactly.
you
I'm
go.
doing
Yeah,
a good thing
yeah.
for the society.
I mean, that's the thing too, though. Do you think that less people are drinking? Because not as many people are drinking now. I feel like this new generation doesn't drink as much. I feel like
I mean, we still have like $13 mocktails at my bar
that's crazy, right?
that still require like
Yeah.
4 touches
Oh,
to
it's the
shake.
worst.
Oh,
and
you're
then-
an asshole if you order
Yeah,
a mocktail.
yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
still the same effort as doing a craft cocktail. You just don't pour the vodka in or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. But I feel like not as many people. Yeah, they'll get the mocktails, or they just won't drink. They don't go out as much anymore, or whatever. Post COVID, I would say. But there's a lot of sober people now hanging out at bars.
and in LA especially.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
Chicago,
think they
not
have a
so much.
sober bar, don't they? I've heard about that.
I heard about a sober bar. Yeah,
which is like the saddest thing ever. Like, who's going there?
sober people.
I never want to be
To
in
me.
a bar. Like from working in bars for so
Yeah.
long, I never want to be in a bar.
Do you not go out to bars to
don't
hang
go
out?
out.
You don't go out at all.
Sometimes I'll go out like if it's a coworker's birthday and
Right,
like
right,
after a shift, well, I'll go like across the street to like Surly Goat and grab
Oh,
one
yeah, yeah.
drink.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like I'm not, or like, I haven't been dating. I just started dating this guy. We
Right,
haven't really
right.
like even gone out yet. It's only been a few weeks. So
Yeah.
like
Well, that LA that'll take about
Wait, how'd you
3
guys
months
meet?
to go out. Actually,
through a mutual friend.
oh, that's good.
Oh, there you
Actually,
In real life, there you go.
Yeah,
IRL.
we didn't meet, but the comedian Brian Smite, he's so funny. He talks about his hot roommate on stage, and I bullied him into giving his roommate my number.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Look at that, shooting your shot.
Yeah, I
All
was like,
right.
hook it up.
Yeah. Well, LA, yeah, that'll take you like
I'm
3
glad it's a good story. You like him because of the way his character, right? Nothing to do with him being hot.
Well, we got to know each other over voice memos.
voice. memo.
What?
Like, you know,
Well,
the,
oh, okay.
like
Oh,
the voice-
when you
'cause-
send a recording.
yeah. So I gave him like, I was like, Brian, fucking hook me up with your roommate. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, yeah, I'll give him your number. And so he did. And then he messaged me, but he was like, yeah, I was going to call you, but Brian said that'd be psychotic. And I didn't want to text you. So here's my voice. And I was like, oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
It's my favorite way to get to know someone. Cause it's
The
like, you
voice
can
memo.
hear them,
Yeah, yeah.
their sincerity,
that's old
if they're
school.
funny.
That's like 90s.
But it's also like you don't have to respond right away. It's not like the pressure of like a phone
yeah.
call or like a first date face to face.
I agree. I mean, I've had a couple of people send me voice memos because they're like, "Oh, this is too long to type" or whatever.
Some people are really into it. Some people hate it.
And then like I responded once with the voice memo, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, blah blah blah, whatever." And then like she sent one back, and then I was like, I don't know. I never got into it. Like I was just like, I'll just type it. You know, I was like,
My
fuck it.
sister's a big voice memo person, so
Yeah.
I'd be like, how do I listen to that? I can't. Like, where's this coming
Right.
from?
Well, now I know. Now I know.
You don't know how to use a phone?
No, because it's not.
No, I'm kidding.
Because if you hold it on the right, you have to hold it down while you talk.
right.
But if you go to the left, like the plus sign, and like
Yeah.
hit audio, then it like you don't have to hold it down.
Yeah, you don't have to hold it. But now I know you can also leave like video messages. I think. Like,
What?
like I've called a couple people like the new iPhone update or something. It's like, would you like to
Leave a
or I
message
was
on like a
Or,
FaceTime?
or I was like FaceTiming someone and it was like they didn't answer and they're like, oh, you can record your video and like leave it for them so they can watch it later or whatever. Like
Wow.
that's an option now too. I don't know.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not dating anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have to do any of this shit. It's like,
I know. I mean, but people don't talk on the phone anymore. It's too.
I know.
It's
I'm a
too-
talker.
It's
I
too
love.
personal,
I've always
right?
liked to talk on the phone.
If I look at my phone, I'm like, oh look, these are the last 3 calls I've made. And it's like the same fucking people and like my mom or something.
For me, it's literally just my mom.
Yeah,
it's like my
it's-
mom, my sister.
It's like who will answer the phone and not be like, what's wrong? Like why are you calling?
Yeah,
What's going on?
exactly.
For me, it's like mom cell home, mom cell
Yeah,
home,
mom-
Oh, when someone
Catherine.
calls you, and when someone calls you that normally doesn't, you're like, oh, what the fuck do they want?
Yeah, what do you
Like, I
want?
don't know.
Like what's wrong?
Yeah, like,
you
should
know.
I answer that? Like, I don't
I've known
know.
people for years, like even in LA. I'm like, oh, we're good friends, and like I've called a couple times, and they're like, what? Like it's like we just have
It's
a
like, who died?
we have a texting relationship, but then we would hang out all the time and stuff. But it's like if I called, like it's like how dare you? It's
Yeah.
like what the fuck is wrong with people? I don't understand it.
Yeah, I usually throw my phone if I get a phone call.
You throw it out?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
throw it on. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
don't
not
know.
making small talk. Fuck
I mean,
that.
people just don't want to. Like if I have a phone conversation for 30 minutes, I'm like, wow, that was nice. That was impressive. That reminded me of being a teenager.
Feeling nostalgic.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, when you had like a real phone and
I should
you know,
give you like a little cord or like wrap
Yeah,
it on your
well,
finger.
You can like just put it in your pocket. And,
Right.
like, yeah.
right, exactly. Oh man, now I feel really old, depressed. Oh man. All right, so this is the Basshole Show, Liz. Is there a story that you feel comfortable sharing on the podcast? I know people change their things when they come on here sometimes versus the live show because they're like, oh my god, people are actually listening to this. Maybe. Do you have a story, a time that you were an asshole in your life that you would like to share?
Yes. Well, you know, on the live show, I shared a bunch of bartending stuff, but I
Right.
feel like we've already talked about that.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So I went out with this guy, and this was years and years ago in Chicago, and I was not really interested in him, and he didn't seem very interested in me, but he just like kept hitting me up to like hang out, whatever. We never even kissed. It was not like a very romantic relationship by any means. Not even a relationship. We hung out maybe twice.
Yeah, you
And
guys
there's-
weren't even not even holding hands.
Literally nothing. He just like I think we matched on I honestly can't remember how
an app?
how we met. Yeah, I think we matched on an app.
Yeah.
And I had like invited him out. I was day drinking with like some girlfriends and he like met us out. And then there was another time where like him and his friend met me and my friends out, like very like platonic, whatever.
Right.
But he was like trying to, and he was like, hey, can I let me take you to dinner? And I was out with work friends drinking on a Sunday, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm actually like day drinking right now. I'm not going to be in any shape to like go to dinner later.
I'd be wasted. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, thank you so much. And then I got a little more drunk, and I was like, actually, I'm hungry. Take me to dinner.
Oh my god.
And he did.
Wow. You just said that like straight out.
It was
because he probably-
over text.
And he probably got really excited when he saw
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
I would
I'm
drop.
So
I would drop
excited.
what I was doing and be like, "Oh fuck it!" Like she wants to go out now.
And then
yeah.
for like
The girl with the tight pants wants to go out. It's like, yes.
And then every 15 minutes, I was like, are you almost here? You know, like when you're blackout drunk and you have no concept of time, and it's like, where are you?
Yeah, that's happened. Like I've gone. Like someone's did that to me once, and like I went all the way, drove somewhere, and then I got there and they were asleep because they passed out and they were drunk.
Yeah.
I was like, and then like they opened the
How
door.
far did you drive?
Oh, like Marina Del Rey
Woo.
from here. Yeah. It was
Oh my
like,
god, did you pack a lunch? It's like, Jesus
man.
Christ.
I was like, this is like, you know, and then she was just like, oh, I forgot. Like it's like,
Yeah,
it's
well,
like,
so
fuck
this
you.
was. So I was like, okay, take me to dinner. Where are you? Where are you? You know,
Right.
are you here? So he comes and meets me, and at this point, I'm blacked out.
Oh, see,
And
yeah.
we go to dinner, and I don't remember dinner. I just remember waking up at dinner, and I
Oh
had
my-
fallen asleep.
You fell
at the
asleep
table,
in the restaurant.
and I was like,
oh my god. Oh wow. So you're
And
like,
what did he do? Like,
He just
just
sat there,
sat
and I
and
was
ate
like,
his
was I
meal.
asleep?
that's hilarious. He's just like, he's just talking to you. So, anyways, and you're like,
I like had a glass of wine. I was like,
Oh my God.
did
But-
I order this
but
calamari
like,
or did you?
were you in any condition to like even go to the restaurant?
No.
But they like, cause like I've been places where it's like, oh my God, like
But
they should not allow this person in a restaurant.
They served me
right now.
alcohol too.
That's what I mean. Like you know, as a bartender, you see
Yeah.
that, and it's like this person's cut off. Like
Yeah.
they can't even fucking sit up straight. you
This
know?
was like unfortunately I'm like really I hold it together when I'm blacked out. Like
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
one home behind
I'm
my
the same
eyes.
way, yeah.
But like people are like, oh, remember that? And I'm like, I blacked out. I don't remember. They were like, really? You didn't seem blacked out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's dangerous.
You're having like a full conversation, sort
Yeah.
of, but like you're not like you don't remember anything.
yeah, like I seem like drunk when I'm
Right.
when I'm blacked out, but I'm not like, well, this girl needs to go home. It's like she could probably hang a little bit longer.
Yeah, she could have one more.
That night when I drank that person's beer, I went home and I had a burger that I don't even remember eating.
Oh man.
Like,
Yeah.
Jill's like, yeah, you ate a burger. I'm like, what?
That happened to me maybe like 2 months ago. I got drunk at the Improv and I left. I just left, and then I was hungry, and I went to Swingers Diner over there, and like I remember like going in there at one point, and then I just remember waking up in my bed like the next morning, and I go, did I dream that I went to Swingers and had like a burger? Like I was like, I swear I went, but like I don't remember leaving. I don't remember paying. I don't even know if I was there. But I remember wanting to go, and I remember like the scene of Swinger. I was like, and I had to like go. I was like checking my statement. I'm like, did I pay? Did I just fucking leave? I don't even know how I got home. I was like, I couldn't remember anything.
Okay, I can top that one, but what happened to you at the end of this
So, you know, I wake up from my nap and and I want to say
date? What time is this? Like
this
7
is
o'clock?
probably like 9 o'clock on a
9
Sunday
o'clock?
night.
Okay.
And so
Was this place really nice too?
nicer, yeah. It wasn't like fancy, but it's like a decent. Like you don't want to go in blacked out.
Yeah.
And so
I'm just picturing. I've been on a date before where if a girl's like too drunk and you're just like, I gotta leave. Like this isn't.
you're
look
like, I don't
good.
want to be seen with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be with this person.
It's like, is she with you? No.
Yeah, like I've been in a bar like.
It's like, look, I didn't get her this drunk. She
Yeah,
showed up like this.
Showed up.
That
Because
is
then it looks like
scary.
you. Yeah. Because for the guy, like you're falling asleep at the table, like the waiter's like, are you sure she's
Yeah,
alive?
exactly. Like
Are
this
you
date
okay?
gonna continue?
Yeah.
Like you didn't get a roofie,
Is she
maybe?
drugged? Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I did. Yeah. So I invited him over, but not to have sex or anything. I just invited him over. We sat on my couch, and at the time I lived with one of my best friends and then like her friend who I can't stand. And I just talked shit about that other roommate for like, I don't know how long, loudly. I don't know if she was home. I have no idea. I was just like, yeah, she fucking sucks. She's such a dumb fucking bitch, blah, blah. Just being so mean. And then I put on Entourage and like patted him on the shoulder and was like, I'm going to bed. See ya. Went into my room and closed the door behind me. Went to bed. Don't remember this. And then the next morning I wake up to a text and he's like, hey, after you put yourself to bed, I finished watching that episode of Entourage and then I let myself out.
Oh my God. How polite.
And I was like, why did he text me back? I would have been like, fuck this girl. I'm never
Right.
calling her again.
No, he liked you and
Yeah.
he just wanted something
He
to
was
work
trying
out.
to put
Plus, he
effort
wanted to
in.
let you know that episode that you recommended was
Yeah.
good. And he was just like,
you might want to continue
Yeah.
watching.
Like I was
yeah.
like, this seems like something he would watch. Here you go.
oh. Was he from LA? No.
No, this is in Chicago.
I know, but I'm saying
That's
was he from LA?
hysterical. You're just like, I'm gonna put on Entourage for this guy. Sit
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I was gonna say I've been so drunk that I think I only did it once at Barney's.
Mm-hmm.
I got like billed for like whatever, and I'm like, I didn't order that. You know, like I was just like so angry that I called and I
Yeah.
got my money back.
Who ordered tax?
Yeah, exactly. No, like who ordered all this shit? Like I don't know. Like it was like $40-something. I complained to that, and I got my money back. But I was in my head. I'm like, I think I was there.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I know.
know.
That's the worst. That's when you know, like, all right, I need to calm down a little bit
Yeah.
with the drink. Like, I can't remember how I got home. What you ate.
Then I watched Entourage by
Then you watch
myself with some
Entourage.
chick. And it was,
If I wake up and Entourage is playing, it's not a good night. I don't know. Oh my God. All right. So this guy was that like after that incident? Was it over after that, or was he?
I don't remember
You
if we ever. I mean, I wasn't really interested
Yeah.
in him to begin with.
Just the food. You wanted the dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hungry
See,
girl.
Have you
that's
done-
an
see,
asshole.
that is an
That
asshole.
is an asshole. 'cause
Have you done that multiple times? Where like I want to go out to dinner? Are you that kind of girl?
No,
Okay.
No, she's not going to admit it.
I would much
Well,
rather.
look, we dive deep on this show. You know.
No, I would admit that. I would much rather like pay for my own meal and be by myself than have to be with someone,
Right.
like make small talk with someone
Right,
I don't
that's
want to, or
annoying.
like be in the
Yeah.
company of someone I am not interested in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. Yeah, because
That's why I don't pay a lot of money for dates.
yeah,
when used
we've
to go
talked
on-
about
yeah,
this.
Exactly.
I know we've talked about. I mean, we discussed this the other a couple weeks ago, or whatever, where it was first date etiquette. What's appropriate?
A
Like
girl
taking
does
a girl
that,
out.
it sucks.
It's $150 for like a drink and appetizers or whatever. Or do you go to like a happy hour where it's like cheap drinks or whatever?
So the guy that I'm talking to now, after we like got to know each other over voice memos, I was like, well, when am I going to meet in person? And we just went and grabbed like a beer.
Nice.
It was like a Saturday night. I had worked like the 2 o'clock to 10 shift. So like I was done at like 10:30, 11. So we went out, met for a drink. It was like perfect, like late. There was no like,
Pressure.
what
nothing.
should we do next? It was like, we had like one beer. And also I was like, oh, he's kind of dorkier than I thought he was going to be. I don't know if I'm like super attracted to him. And then long story short, I was like, oh, actually I really like him. And, but we haven't really like gone on dates. We just like,
Right. Hangouts.
yeah.
Or,
It's,
like,
and it's hard
yeah.
to like,
It's hard to like. I mean, again, like it also depends on like, I would say like schedules of people.
that's the hardest part. It's like,
and distance. Like where does everyone live? Like literally, it's like, hey, it's like you got to live like nearby, similar schedule where you can actually like meet up. Like if someone's working nights, 7 nights a week, whatever. It's like forget it. Yeah, that those are factors that people don't like really think about in LA. I feel like.
Yeah, parking situation.
Parking.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you don't have a
parking.
parking pass, fuck off. We're not doing this. If you live in Santa Monica and you want me to go there at 5 o'clock, no, it's not going to work out.
5 o'clock. That's when dinner. What if they're making
I do
dinner?
not drive between the hours of 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Especially on a Friday, it starts at 3 o'clock. We're not doing anything within those hours.
No.
Nothing. Why?
I'm surprised I can get you to come down the street. I was thinking about that the other day because we filmed this podcast at like rush hour, 6 o'clock, and I'm like,
There's
oh,
no.
that's-
It takes me like 10 minutes to
Well,
get
for
here.
you, you're down, but like I don't know where Liz lives. I mean,
I'm just down Beverly.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm on
So you're-
Beverly
so
too.
you're
Yeah.
close. All right, but like I kind of thought about that the other day. I was like, oh yeah, we always do this Mondays at 6, and that's like rush hour. So like, it is kind of an asshole move to be like, hey, can you come here, like fight traffic and come do this?
Well, yeah,
fucking
Marco
podcast?
had to drive, like from like Highland or wherever he was.
Right. Yeah, I know, but it's I don't know, it's a good time to do it, not for traffic, but
No,
because if you do it any later, then people are tired. If you do it any earlier, sometimes people are working, whatever.
it doesn't really matter. Like you just don't go anywhere between the hours of 3 and 6.
Or
in
you
Los
get to
Angeles.
the place that you're going to be
Yeah.
early
Be there-
and
be
you just
there
don't
early.
leave.
and you don't leave and you
Yeah.
stay there. It's like fuck it. Like yeah.
Yeah,
I mean that's why I like Barney's so much because I can just walk to
Let's not
Barney's.
talk to Barney's anymore.
Yeah, okay.
It's Rob's favorite bar, Barney's.
It was my favorite bar. It's now I just like the farmers market because I'm a family guy. So it's
See,
like,
look at that. Look at that.
Wholesome.
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, farmer's market.
Yeah,
There you
dude.
go. I know.
A lot of families there. It's
I like
great.
a fancier bar. That's what I like now.
Well, like what kind of bars do you like?
I like going to like a nice restaurant, sitting at the bar,
Spending $150 on some girl you don't
I'd rather
even
spend
know.
no. I'd rather spend $150 just me sitting there, miserable and drinking.
No, you don't. Don't lie to us. Don't lie.
Well,
to
I've
us.
done that a couple, but I'm not doing it anymore because it's like a waste of a date, a waste of money.
Yeah, it's small talk. Like you
The
have to
small
really
talk,
get to
yeah,
know this person.
exactly.
If especially, I don't know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, like awkward. I feel like watching so many, the place I work at, we have a lot of like first dates come in. We have a lot of like Hinge dates, Bumble dates.
Yeah.
People come in for the first time, and
Right.
I get such bad like secondhand embarrassment that I'm like, oh, this is not going well.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, this is like I'll get uncomfortable. They're not uncomfortable.
What's the
but
worst
I am.
uncomfortable feeling you had with somebody in there on a first date or something like that? Or a relationship argument.
There's been like a couple breakups at the bar
Oh,
where it's
man.
like, are you guys waiting on a table?
That's
You
the
just broke up
worst.
at the bar before your reservation. You should go tell the host. Like they
That's the
can
worst
open that up.
when you witness that, right? It's
Yeah.
like sad for like I broke up with someone once, but I did it at brunch in like a corner of like the restaurant or whatever. It wasn't at the bar. It was just like it was over like eggs.
What? How did you do it? And why did you do it?
Why did I do it?
Yeah.
Because I didn't think it was working out.
Okay.
How long were you guys dating?
Like a year.
Oh my god!
And that's how you broke up with her? What an asshole. That's your
That's an
asshole.
asshole.
Is it?
move.
Yeah, man.
Why is that an asshole when I could? I mean, nowadays people just ghost people, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, but no, you don't ghost somebody if you've been going out with them for
Yeah,
like
not
a
if
year.
you're. It's like if you went on 2 dates and they
well,
don't work out. you
we
ghost them.
had talks.
Yeah, exactly.
We had
2-3
talks
dates.
prior to the actual thing. You know, like I don't know if this is working. You know, there was like.
Did you pay for the brunch at least?
Yeah, I paid for the thing. Yeah, but we had talks. It wasn't just like
There
out
was
of
like lead up.
it wasn't like out of nowhere.
Did you let her finish her food before you like decided to
Did she
break the
cry
news?
into her eggs?
I had a takeout box.
Tears are so good.
I took the waiter aside and says, "Please have those takeout boxes ready immediately." And I
No,
said,
you didn't. Come on. Tell us what really happened.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
You brought it up.
Oh, it was a long time. I mean, yeah. I just like said I don't think this is working out. You know, like, but we had several conversations before that, and then you know, ultimately it just happened at the brunch. You know,
And you just got up and left.
Wait,
No,
you're separate. You didn't show up together, right? Like you didn't have like.
Oh my God. You have to drive back.
no, we
You
met.
didn't have
we,
to like drop
we
her
met,
off after.
We met there. We met there, and then after it was over, we came back to the house, and I told her to get her stuff out. No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
she lived with you?
No, we didn't live together.
Oh my
I'm
God.
joking about that.
This
No,
story's taking a lot of turns. I don't know what to believe
I
anymore.
met- we met
I think
there.
you're lying.
We
You're
met
lying.
there. I'm not lying. I'm being honest. We met there. That was it. Yeah, and then it was over. You know. Now
You're uncomfortable.
now we're good friends. No.
Oh, now we're good friends.
Are you? Yeah. Are you friends with any exes? Is that a thing you can do?
What?
I'm just. Are you friends with your exes? No, not
No,
really,
you
right?
can't be.
You can't be?
No, I can't be. No,
You can't be.
No, I can't. Like, I mean, I'm cool with like one or two, but like we don't talk every
You
day
don't
or
talk
at
every
all.
day. Right,
Like,
right.
I mean, every once in a while, just a random message or something like that.
Yeah. I get that.
Plus, like Jill talks to some of her exes too, so it's like,
Oh.
I,
Are you
I don't
okay- are you
care.
okay with that?
I don't give a shit.
All right.
I'm confident. I'm fine.
All right. There you go. Are you friends with any exes?
I'm trying to think. My last ex, no. My ex before him killed himself. R.I.P.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And then there's like
While
one.
he was going out with you?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Jesus Christ. That was yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I brought this up.
So, Doug, anything else?
I didn't know. All right.
There's a comedian. I didn't have to share it. I shouldn't have shared it actually.
We can cut it out if you want. There's the edit
It's
card.
fine. It's a sad. Yeah. But
That is very sad.
there's like one comedian who I dated in Chicago who like
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook.
No, I'm just making up a name.
No, he's like
Hannibal Buress? No.
Just the Chicago comedian.
we're like very friendly when we see each other, but like we're not like friends. We don't like
Right,
hang.
right.
But like when he comes to LA, like we'll like
Hannibal?
get lunch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think he banged one of my exes.
Hannibal?
Yeah, Hannibal. Because she would always say, I'm going to go hang out with him. And we hung out. It's like, you're not that funny. And like, why is he hanging out with you? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm not getting involved
Yeah,
in this.
exactly.
I want to know.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
why'd you say it now, Rob? No.
No, because she might listen to this.
Oh my God. See, this is where we get in trouble when we start getting personal. People just start saying things.
It's the surge, man. It's
Rob,
a surge.
Rob will be like, I think you should edit that out. I forgot I said that. Fuck.
I can give two shits.
I
Go.
know. Well, that's where we're at now. It's like we're always like, oh, you're gonna get canceled saying that. You can't. I'm like, we're no one yet.
Yeah,
to get canceled.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
It's like, let's just say
It would be a
say it
blessing to
now.
be canceled.
Yeah, if someone was like, if someone picked this up and was like, oh my God, did you hear what they said? It's like, yeah, good. Someone's listening and they're complaining about what we said. So now people know who we are.
I know.
So you're saying you're a fan.
Right? Yeah. So
The
you're
episode
saying
he
you're
said the N word, no clicks.
Oh yeah. Right?
No clicks. No clicks.
10 years from now, everyone's gonna
Yeah,
watch that episode.
exactly. And they're like, can't believe Doug said it.
That's a joke. All right.
I am
that,
joking.
That did
I'm
not
sorry.
happen. All right. I mean, at least I don't know. I have to go check the archives, but I don't think that happened. All right. What else were we talking about? Yeah. So that is an asshole. That was an asshole move. Yeah. The drunk at dinner situation. Yeah.
That is a huge. I would say that's a chef's kiss of an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't usually say that. I'm very rough on people's
Wow.
stories
Yeah.
because people like come
Rob's
in
very
here.
rough on people's
Yeah, well, people
stories,
come
yeah.
here and like they're like, oh, I don't have an asshole story, or like their asshole stories like the other person was being an asshole, you know, like or whatever. But yeah, that's an asshole story. 'cause-
Thank you.
And it sinks
Liz is
true
an
'cause
asshole. Oh,
I
I hit the wrong thing. Where's the fucking applause? We usually do applause, but I can't find it. All right, never mind. There it is. We're not professional here at all.
No, it's because I told that story about a girl that I took out one time. I had slept with her, and then like later on we went out, and then she tried to like ring up the bill, like just ordered a lot of expensive shit. And I was like,
I like that style.
yeah.
I wish I could do that.
And then she got mad because it was like, what do you like? Why would you order that much? Like that's just like vindictive, I think, especially if you know you're not going to see me again or whatever. So it's like, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've all been there. That's why this show exists. It's true, I don't know. All right. Well, that was a good asshole story. I like that. I like that asshole story. Now you also have a dog, right? Tuna.
Tuna.
That's a great dog name.
Thank
Tuna.
you.
I'm a big fan of naming dogs things that you wouldn't be able to name
From the
a
fish,
child.
like from the sea,
Tuna, yeah.
shark.
Chicken of the sea, yeah. Yeah, I like naming dogs like things you couldn't name a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like waffles,
My dog's name is Waffles. Yep.
Waffles?
Food names for dogs are popular.
meatball. I think one day you're gonna have a kid and you're gonna name him Meatball.
I'm gonna have a kid named Meatball.
Yeah. You're New Jersey Italian.
Yeah, I'm sure my partner would be like, "Oh yeah, that's perfect. Let's do it. No arguments."
Hey, we could call him Italian sausage. Full name right
Yeah,
there.
right. You're Italian, right?
Yeah.
Would you name a kid Meatball? No, probably
No.
not. Right? See, there you go.
Okay, spaghetti. I don't know.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, it's something different.
some other food.
Yeah, something different. Hard name to spell. Like teach him how to spell.
Brajol.
Yeah,
Brajol, yeah.
yeah.
How about pizza? Just pizza.
Tortellini. Hey, Tortellini, get the fuck out of here. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Tortellini. Yeah, I don't know. Well, actually, my neighbor's dog's name is Rigatoni. So there you go.
Cute.
There you go.
Yeah.
Name your son Rigatoni.
Rigatoni.
Oh,
They
no.
call him Riggs, so you could get away with that one. You
Riggs.
call him
That's
Riggs.
lethal weapon.
Maybe,
yeah,
right?
Riggs.
Yeah. So maybe you can get away with that. I don't know.
I like that. It works out great. I wish I would have named my son Riggs. Damn it.
No, I had an argument with someone once. They were like, "Why would you name the dog Waffles? That's just horrible for the dog." And I'm like, "What are you
Who
talking
is this
about?"
asshole?
I don't know, some asshole. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, "What's your dog's name?" And it's like a human name. It's
like Kevin.
It's like Kevin or like Rick or some shit, And I'm like, why would you name it? Like, well, it just looks like a Rick or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but like that's the fun of having a dog is you can name them.
They don't know their names.
They don't know. They don't know. Their
They don't
names.
know that Waffles
They
is
know
a
like
silly
they,
name.
they know like when you say waffles or like tuna, like they know like the the sound,
inflection.
the
Yeah,
inflection
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you really missed out. You should have called your other dog Chicken.
Well, the other one's Penny, which
No, Chicken and
Cute.
Waffles.
well the new one is Hamlet, and he came with that name. And yeah, when I had it, people were like, you should name him Chicken, so you have Chicken and Waffles. And I was like, yeah, I thought about it for a minute, but then I just kept Hamlet. I was like, we'll call him Ham. Still food.
Cute.
Still food.
Ham
still
and
meat.
waffles, gross. Oh.
You're not eating them.
Ham and waffles, disgusting.
Disgusting dogs.
Yeah, it's
From a culinary standpoint.
yeah.
That's a horrible dish. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, Tuna's name was actually my roommate came up with Tuna because we were fostering her, and her name at the shelter was Potpourri.
Potpourri.
Yeah, and
That's a horrible name.
and our friend who we were fostering, she like runs the rescue. She was dropping her off in my room. It's like, what's her name? Petunia, and she was like,
Petunia.
oh, Petunia, that's cuter. We'll go with Petunia, and just changed her name on the spot. And then my roommate Sam at the time was like, we'll call her Tuna.
And you like that?
And I was like, oh, that's such a good name.
Yeah.
Chicken of the
Good
sea.
name. And she's a pit bull.
She's a pit.
Yeah. I saw a video on your TikTok of you putting her in a bag.
Her backpack.
The backpack. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell that backpack on Facebook Marketplace, and no one will fucking buy it.
Now, did you traveled with her like that? Or
No,
you just
I
put her in
bought
there?
it. I just
Oh, okay.
bought it because I wanted it to put her in.
I mean, it was amazing. I watched it. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I
She
was
doesn't.
like,
We haven't like practiced. You have to like really
Yeah,
like
yeah,
condition
yeah.
them to like
Yeah.
know where to sit on it and like a lot of treats.
I thought
to,
you were like literally like, oh, I'm gonna get on the airplane with this thing.
No,
This
I bought it. I
50
bought it when we lived in Chicago. I was like, this flat state that we live in. If we ever go on a
If
hike,
you go on hiking, yeah, up to the.
I've never used it. It's such a pain in the ass to like.
I have one of those too. It's like
You're really selling it right now.
yeah. If anyone's interested in buying Liz's
This is the worst
hiking
fucking
bag.
item ever.
I mean, but it's brand new. It's brand new.
It's brand new, guys. Get
my dog-
on it.
I have one of those hiking, like the ones where you're supposed to stuff everything in there and go to Europe for like 2 months and just have that huge ass bag or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've used it once, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do.
Well, and tuna weighs 50 pounds.
Yeah.
I weigh like a modest 120.
Yeah.
Okay, that she's like almost half my body weight. That's
She's
a
big,
lot
yeah.
of weight to have
Right.
carrying around. And I'm strong, but it's like I'm not gonna like drive somewhere, park. You know.
So if you're
get
listening to this
hiking
and
in
you
LA.
work out and you're in shape and you weigh 150 pounds, this
Yeah.
is the greatest, and you have a dog.
Liz has a great bag for you.
Great
what's
bag.
funny-
Buy it now.
The only
What's your
person
Instagram?
at Liz Zagone.
Yeah.
Liz Zagone. There you go.
The only message I got of anyone that was interested was a scam. This guy's like,
Oh man.
"Oh, we have an anxious foster. This backpack would be great. Are you willing to trade?"
Trade.
Trade what?
And I knew right away that it was a scam. And I go, "No, thank you. I'm happy with my dog. I'd like to keep her."
That was on Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, trade items." And I was like, "What are you trying to trade me?" And he's like, "Are you familiar with UX2 like athleisure wear for women?" And I was like, "I'm not buying your leggings
Isn't that I've tried to
in
sell
exchange for a backpack."
No, I've tried to sell like a lot of things on Marketplace or OfferUp or whatever. Like, and I'll put like electronics and shit like that. I'm just trying to upgrade whatever. Yeah, and people will be like, "Hey, would you trade this for a PlayStation 1 or some shit?" You know, and it's like, what? It's like a new fucking digital camera for no. Get the fuck out of
People
here.
are like, "I'll give you $10."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, "No," and they're like, "And you have to come pick it
You
up."
list it for 100. It's like, how about 10? Are you fucking nuts? Are you crazy? $10? They're like, yeah, but can you meet me halfway
Yeah,
to San
come get it in
Bernardino
Covino.
in the parking lot of the Trader Joe's? Like, it's like that's where we're at now. Like, people just barter and it's an
Oh my
argument.
god, that sounds like a nightmare. I wouldn't want to sell anything.
Well, that's the way people. Yeah, you either sell in LA. People either try that or they just throw it out eventually.
Yeah, everyone on my street. I'm convinced that my neighbors get new furniture every single day because there is just mattresses, couches,
People are
It's
moving
crazy.
constantly. That's what
I got
it is.
I got a brand
children's toys.
children's toys. I've seen a lot on the streets and stuff. I got a brand new 4K 60-inch smart TV that someone just threw out in the alley like a year ago, and I was like, I feel like this thing works, and I like pulled it into my garage and plugged it in. It works fine, and I was
Wow.
like, oh my god, this is like someone just threw it out. Like it was more annoying to try to sell it in this town than fucking.
You actually found it on the street and then you try to sell it too?
Yeah, I sold it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had this TV for years.
No, I put it in my bedroom. Are you kidding me?
Ew, gross. It was in
Do
the
you
garbage.
clean it first?
Yeah, of course I cleaned it. I wiped it down.
There's like jizz stains on it.
Where do you think I live? In Chatsworth?
I don't know. It's just like you found a trash TV.
No, literally
You-
the house behind me. I saw the guy. They threw out that. They threw out a wine fridge. They threw out like a brand new
A
chair.
wine fridge?
All this great shit they just threw out on the side of the alley over here, and I was like, oh, all right, I guess this
These
guy.
aristocrats that like fucking left.
And the
They
best
just
part
throw
was is
shit
that
out.
all his like Netflix and everything was still like signed in, and like it still works on the
No
TV,
way.
like HBO, all that shit.
You
Yeah.
still get it now?
Yeah, I mean, I have my own, but like that TV, I just left his accounts there because I'm like too
Why
lazy.
do you-
I'm too lazy to like sign out and put my password.
No.
That's so funny.
He's like watching you. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is watching this
Yeah.
shit?
Who the hell's watching 90 Day Fiance?
And it's on Netflix.
Whatever. I don't know what it's on. Well, it's like you. Like,
I love the
if
fact
you like
that you
this,
never
you watch.
changed it.
Nah, it's too. I don't know. Pass. I mean, I'm like, the other ones
I
are
just love
signed.
that he doesn't even know.
He has
Like he's
no
got
idea.
money to throw away.
He's
He
got
gives
no
like
idea.
0 fucks.
It's the word. When he cancels it, I'm gonna be upset because I gotta go back and like sign into my own and all this shit. The other thing is when I moved into this place, the lady upstairs had.
Do the recommendations come out of like what you watched or what he watches?
I don't know. I mean, probably. When I moved in here, the lady upstairs from me had internet, and she didn't have a password on it. And like I signed in, and when you move in, there's a bunch of shit you got to do, and I'm just like, oh, I'll get internet eventually. I'll just use theirs for now. And then like over a year, like I never got internet. And then she finally
You
moved.
still don't have internet?
No, now I do. But she moved, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get internet now.
Damn.
And
Is
you
that me
say
being-
I'm
is
cheap?
that me being
And you
cheap?
say I'm cheap?
Is that me? Is that
You
me?
say I'm cheap?
Is that me being cheap or being lazy?
Fucking, is there a mirror anywhere
Or
here?
resourceful.
I'm resourceful. See, Liz is looking at it a
now
different
it's-
way.
now
I
it's
agree. I
resourceful.
agree with Liz. It was very
Yeah, yeah,
resourceful. Yeah. You know, it's like why
You give me shit.
share? Why waste the internet? You know, there's too much going through the
Why
Wi-Fi.
make the Spectrum guy come out to?
Yeah, you know, there's
Spectrum. Who's
there's
using
already
Spectrum?
there's already
I
too
use
many there's
Spectrum.
already too many
You do?
wireless.
Yeah.
You don't have like
What
just.
do you use?
I use like Hulu. I like
Internet?
Yeah, like internet wise.
Hulu. That's not internet.
No, internet wise. I don't. Who do we use? I guess we do use Spectrum.
I don't
You're,
use
you're
Spectrum.
absolutely right.
Who uses Spectrum?
I don't
I thought you were
She
using the
called you
TV.
out.
No, I thought you were using like the.
No,
like,
I don't
like,
have like I don't ever
Spectrum
watch TV.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
I
For
just
the
have
internet, just Spectrum.
I have
yes.
T-Mobile internet. That's what I have.
Yeah, what?
T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that a good? It's not good though, right?
I don't know. It's working right now. So.
Well, you always seem to have a problem whenever you're watching something. That's like,
We did have to restart this.
Yeah,
several times.
exactly. Yeah, I mean,
That had nothing to do with the internet. That was the wire.
oh, it had to do with Doug.
That was the software. It was the software. All right. Is there any news you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Let's
What do you
see.
want to talk about in the news?
There was. I don't know. Is there any news? Oh! This was breaking news. Diddy's house, right? Diddy's house is being raided by
LA
federal
and
agents
Miami. It's insane.
for human trafficking.
Human trafficking, yeah. And
Oh my God.
and you didn't hear about this?
I mean,
I don't follow
it's
pop
still,
culture
it's still
and
kind of
news.
it's still kind of breaking news,
it just
right?
happened right
Like,
now.
I don't really
Like,
know what's
it happened
going
like
on.
maybe 2 or 3 hours ago, and I heard the neighbors were talking about like there's like girls that show up there, like young girls wearing like scantily clothes and like short skirts and whatever and this and that, and like parties all night, like at all hours of the day, and like we just like
Isn't
weird
this
shit.
isn't this what's been going on with Diddy for his career? It's like
I
they're
don't
just
know.
like
I
now
don't-
being
I
like,
don't-
hey, what are all these hot girls hanging around your house? You're a musician.
He told us he won't stop. He told us that he won't stop. So
Yeah,
no,
right.
I don't know exactly what's going on with that. So
Yeah,
like,
no one does. I mean, it's just
exactly.
kinda
Everyone's it's just all breaking news.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he was involved with Tupac's death, but either like that's like other stuff that's coming out too, like
Right.
But I don't know if you know any of that.
I don't know anything about it. I mean, it just happened, but I mean, whatever. We'll see. I guess we'll report next week. See what? Maybe he'll be arrested next week.
I think
human
he is
trafficking.
arrested.
Oh, he is arrested now?
He's I don't know if he was in the house though. They don't know if he was in the house, but they were arresting everyone that was there.
Everyone
and
that
like,
was
and
there.
there was like young people. His kids were there too.
Oh God.
So it's crazy. They were like being handcuffed as well. So I don't even know. Like, it's crazy to me because like remember when Trump got raided, they at least called them up and said, "Hey, we're coming
They
over."
were coming. They just showed up.
Yeah,
at
with
Diddy's house.
Diddy, like that. That's people are like upset about Trump. They're like, "Oh, like that's they're treating him like a criminal. How
Yeah.
dare you?" But it's like with Diddy, like they just showed up and they just arrested everyone there, like at the compound. Yeah.
Who cares?
Who cares? I think it's insane, man. Like, I mean,
I don't know.
there's gonna be a movie coming out or whatever.
about this?
Eventually about Diddy and like,
Oh,
did he have
Diddy
like
movie.
anything to do with like Tupac's murder? Like, that's
Oh,
like part
yeah,
of it, you know?
yeah, that's
That's a
right.
huge thing. I don't know.
Tupac,
I'm really
yeah.
into all that though. But
Yeah,
that's
you
the
are.
era I grew up in. So.
Yeah, Tupac.
Tupac and Diddy and
Yeah.
Biggie.
What else was there? Oh, there's a weird story. We'll just do this. There's like OnlyFans actresses or OnlyFans performers, not actresses, whatever. Models. OnlyFans models.
They might be acting.
They're acting all right. They are shamelessly bypassing Instagram's nudity restrictions by pretending to breastfeed baby dolls.
Do you have an example video?
I don't. I mean, I probably could find one, but I don't really want to show that on the thing. I don't want to get flagged.
That's so interesting.
So like I have seen it come up though. Like someone I work with was like, I keep getting this in my feed. Like it's like literally like these hot models, and all of a sudden you see their bare breasts and nipple, and like, but they have a fake baby doll, and they're
But
pretending
is there
to.
milk coming out?
No, they have a fake baby, and they're saying that they're breastfeeding, and then like they show their boobs, and then the baby's obviously a doll, and they're like breastfeeding, and it's like you know, it's not censored or anything because
It's not flagged.
because it's not flagged, but like there's like these hot like you know like models that probably don't even know how to hold a baby. It looks like it's just like
They're like holding it by the leg.
yeah. So this is
Upside
like
down.
this
Look
is
at
like
my
a
baby.
Yeah.
He's doing a milk cake
But they're
stand.
like, they're like doing it. They're also like, you know, fixing their hair. They're just like, it's like,
That's so interesting.
Right,
I
it's-
feel like that gives like a bad like rep for like moms who
Sure.
are like
well, that was
breastfeeding
the
and
thing.
posting.
There were like some things where like people were commenting on like Reddit or whatever. Like I'm a real mom and I do breastfeed, and like this is like, you know, this is not how this looks. Obviously, like, you know, we're you know, you don't even know what I have to go through to breastfeed my child and all this stuff. You know, so they're like ridiculing these models now that are just using this for clicks and to make money, just to, you know, have nudity on their Instagram or whatever.
Instagram just let people be naked.
Yeah.
Also, Instagram doesn't even. Are you guys on like the subscription on Instagram? You can like.
Oh, like people can subscribe.
People
to your
can
channel?
subscribe to you?
I haven't done that yet, but you can like pay $5 a month or something like that.
So
yeah.
when they gave me the option, I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I have like 10 people that subscribe to me.
That's great.
And like once a week, I'll post like a picture of my butt in the mirror, not naked, just like pictures that
Give
I post.
the people what they want.
Yeah.
Literally,
With the spoon.
pictures I was posting
Here's your
on my
$5,
regular
yeah.
Instagram that my mom looks at, and I was like,
Right.
okay, now I'm just gonna only post them on here.
Right.
Is your mom one of the subscribers?
No, she's not a good supporter. No, I'm kidding. My mom's such a big supporter. I'll like text her a picture, and she's like, "Wow, the rump looks fantastic." Thanks, mom.
Oh wow, that's a great mom.
But that
She's
is
a great
yeah,
mom.
but that is like if you have subscribers, sure, like do that,
Yeah, and so like I had like a bathing suit, like I was like in a bathing suit. It's like a thong, but like not quite a thong bikini, but like pretty cheeky. And I was laying in a park in a public place with Tuna, and I like a picture I had once posted on Instagram. I like reshared it to my subscriber story, and it was like flagged for nudity.
Oh my
And it's
God.
like this is
With a
for
bathing suit?
10 people,
Yeah.
and also
Someone
I'm wearing a
hates you.
bathing suit
That's great.
in
Do you have
public.
enemies?
See, that's where
Not that I know of.
It
that's
sounds like
where
someone hates you.
that's
like,
where
to
like
report that.
but that's
One of
a-
my subscribers,
Yeah.
one of my 10 subscribers is reporting me.
but that's the interesting. But like Twitter, like allows like nudity, I guess, right, or something. That's
yeah, they allow porn and stuff like that.
right. See, that's
Yeah.
that's interesting. So the difference between Twitter,
X, not Twitter.
oh X, sorry, whatever. Yeah, well now it's XX. with
Yeah,
the nudity, I
XX,
guess.
triple X, actually.
Triple X.
Yeah.
They allow nudity. Instagram doesn't. TikTok, does TikTok allow that?
I do not know if they allow that. I don't think they do.
I don't know. Because yeah, I mean, like obviously there's so many billions of viewers on TikTok, so I don't know their rules, but it's interesting what people are doing just to show their boob on Instagram. I don't know. There's a whole conspiracy theory against it.
Is it a conspiracy? It's
Yeah.
not really a conspiracy. It's just fucking
These
there.
well, the real moms are like revolting, and they're saying, "Fuck this shit. These people should be taken down."
I think it takes away from the beauty of breastfeeding.
It does. Yes, you're right.
My mom's a lactation consultant, so I'm a big
Oh, is
supporter
she?
of breast.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, okay.
And I believe free the nipple. You should breastfeed anywhere you want, anytime you
There
want.
you go. Yeah.
And so it's like
It's just weird.
now everything's going to be banned on Instagram if like
Exactly.
this kind of
yeah.
thing happens.
Right. It starts with this, and then what's next? Yeah, exactly. Well,
I mean, if those models were smart, they would have like done like one with like a Chucky doll or something like that. That'd be kind of funny.
It's like get creative with
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It'd be funny.
wanna see some
Dress them like a
creativity.
Chucky doll
Yeah.
like herself and be like, oh, my
yeah.
son Chucky.
Like, are they using the dolls that like poop themselves? And
oh,
stuff like that?
well, I don't know about that. Do
Maybe
they-
like a CPR baby doll.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Maybe a
CPR.
G2 baby or something like that. I don't
Something
know.
like that.
I don't know. Who knows?
Troll.
The ones that go on pencils.
Yeah, like the pink
Little
hair.
baby trolls.
But then the troll is naked. You see the flag. Oh, fucking flag.
I'm surprised that doesn't get flagged though. Like
No,
you're-
dude.
just because like it's, I don't know. Like you said, it's a. I wouldn't say it's beautiful, but it's just a.
It is beautiful. Are
It's
you
a weird
crazy?
thing to see out in public, no matter what way you look
Well,
at
it's
it.
hard, it's hard for moms to breastfeed.
No,
depending
and
on
I
where they
get
are.
it. That's why, look, as someone that has a child now, it's like I get it. Like,
Yeah.
but still, it's just weird out in public. No matter
Well, that's
what.
because everyone in our society looks at breasts sexually. So it's like,
right.
look at other cultures. It's like, it's very normal for moms to whip out their boobs and feed
Right,
their kids.
right, right.
Exactly.
But in the United States, we're like, oh, sex, big tits, ugh, in my
know.
face.
But even as a
Everything is-
kid, when I remember like being walking around,
yeah, but you're
like,
still in America.
Yeah, I know.
If you were,
Still the culture.
if you were in Europe, you wouldn't think about it. Yeah, exactly.
There's a nipple right in front of me.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Well, with that being said, this has been a fabulous episode. Super fun. Liz, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for
and
having
doing
me.
This. What does everyone have going on? You have shows coming up, Liz?
I have Bitch and Purge the last Tuesday of every
Last
month
Tuesday of
at
every
Lyric
month.
Hyperion,
Right. What time does that start usually?
7:30.
7:30. All right. Yeah. So everyone be sure to check that out. I'll definitely go check it out. Rob, what do you got going on
April 10th, Comedy Grind at the Improv.
at the Improv?
Yeah,
Nice.
I got Fahim Anwar, Jessica Keenan, and I don't know who else. Other funny people.
Nice. All right, perfect. And I got Basshole is going to be at the Alaska Comedy Festival next week, the 6th of April.
Wow.
So
What are you doing up there?
what do you mean?
What are you gonna do up there? Like, how's the show gonna go? Like, do you have like
Show?
lumberjacks on the show that are gonna be on there? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Like, what do you
I got
have on
polar
there?
bears.
Yeah, like you have a polar bear.
Penguins.
Yeah.
We're doing it in an igloo.
What are you gonna do?
All
Are
the
you- do you have an
stereotypes.
Eskimo
I
on
got
that
an Eskimo.
nuke?
Yeah,
On that nuke or the
everyone's
north?
eating Eskimo pies in the audience. Yeah, all the stereotypes. That's what we're doing.
I'm just curious what you're gonna do out there. That's all.
What do you mean? I got like 7 or 8 comedians booked.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking.
I told you how it was gonna work. It's a festival. There's
It's
comics. there.
Alaskan comedians or
A couple of them, yeah, a couple of them, and then there's some from all over the country. I think some Chicago people. I have the list. I don't know. I'm not going to announce the list right now. But,
oh, man, I just want to hear the list.
well, I don't have it in front of me.
All right, that's fucking great. Okay, that's all. That's
So
all.
we got
That's
that
all.
next week, and then we're at the Improv on the 14th, just for a regular stand-up comedy show. And then going to Tulsa, Oklahoma in May with Basshole. That's it. All right. And the podcast. Obviously, check out the podcast. All right, guys, this has been fun. Liz, thanks again for coming and doing this. Rob, thanks for being here. Guys, remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. Ciao.
You've been listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. Follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. Think you deserve to be on the show? Email us at contact@bassholeshow.com and visit our website at www.bassholeshow.com. And get the latest information. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast fix. And don't miss the full videos on YouTube. Remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. We'll see you next time.